What an idea, Sergi. Said who? Said Abhishek Bachchan in those ads 10 years ago, and everyone else who worked with Cloud Fondue Films on a video campaign.
ये महापुरुष कौन है जो मेरी इतनी तारीफ कर रहा है?
Hi, folks. Welcome to the part 4 of Cloud Fondue Films video marketing machine series. Today, we are talking about ideas. How to come up with a good creative idea and how to turn a good idea great. So, how do we do that? Well, since I know that some of you are going to jump to the end of this video to get to the conclusion, I thought might as well put it up front as a formula no less.
What an idea, Sergi.
Okay, so here's the formula. Brand connect plus emotional drive equals good idea. Good idea plus unique element equals great idea. Easy? No? Okay. So let's break this down. Let's first start with the very basic. What is an idea? An idea is a thought. Now, who has thoughts? You have thought, I have thought, everyone has thoughts. There is ton of thoughts passing through our brain all the time, even while we are asleep. That's a lot of thoughts and something to think about.
नहीं.
But there are certain thoughts that stay with us and there are certain thoughts that fade away over time. Let's focus on the thoughts that stay. But before we do that, I want to consider how our brains work. As robust as our brain is at holding tons of information, and there's so much information that we hold, it is also very fragile when it comes to holding memories, especially the details of it. You might not remember very well meeting a certain person or a certain incident that happened in the past, especially if it was long time back. But there is one thing that will last a much longer time than the detail of that memory. Can you guess what that is? It's the emotion. It's how that person and that incident made you feel. This is what we call emotional memory. Emotional memories are way more robust than regular memories. And it's extremely important while coming up with creative ideas to consider emotional memories because this directly connects with the intention. If you create a good creative idea which has an emotional connect in it, chances are not only will your brand be remembered, but it will be considered as a happy memory. So that's our first formula. Emotional drive plus brand connect equals good idea. Now let's move on to the second formula. Good idea plus unique element equals great idea. So what is that unique element and how does one come up with a unique idea? Well, it's pretty simple. Think different or just do it. You know what? Let's club this together. Just think different. Now, you might be wondering, how do I just think different? And especially, it can be a challenge for someone who's not doing this professionally. I agree. I agree it is a challenge and it's not easy coming up with unique creative ideas. But I have a secret hack to it. Shall I share? It's keep things personal. The most innovative creative ideas always come from a deeply personal space. Let me tell you a story. There was a child who was really into science fiction, so much so that he was consumed by it all his childhood. Growing up, there was a book that inspired him so much that he decided to pursue space exploration professionally. This kid was Robert Goddard, and his invention, modern rockets. Now, that might be a far fetched example, so let me make my case with an example closer home. Switching AVO is a B2B power company that specializes in industrial power backup and solar energy. They approached Cloud Fondue Films to create branding videos for them by using this thing called moment marketing. What's moment marketing? Moment marketing is creating marketing communication around a popular moment, the most in thing right now. But more on that maybe in a future video. If you want to know more about moment marketing, please mention it in the comment. Now let's consider Raksha Bandhan. Raksha Bandhan as an Indian festival showing the brother and sister bond. This is a moment where a lot of brands are going to flock together and create ads. Now a typical Raksha Bandhan ad would go something like this. There would be a brother and a sister established in the story. They will show the brother and sister being distant in the story somehow, either emotionally or physically, or both. Then they will show one of them, mostly the brother, doing a sweet gesture for the sister and winning the heart and winning the ad. Chances are that you can probably recall watching an ad like this. And it's okay, like it does have the emotional connect that we talked about, which is important when it comes to creating a good idea. But it's not a great idea. Why? Because it has the uniqueness element missing. Enter us. So Raksha Bandhan implies a celebration of the brother and sister bond where the sister ties a Rakhi to the brother and the brother swears to protect her, to take care of her. But why is it the brother who is responsible for doing the protection always? See, I grew up in a household where I had three siblings. Two of them were sisters who were 12 and 14 years elder to me. I was literally a baby. So they were the one doing the Raksha when I was growing up. So what was my take? My take was to create an ad as a special dedication to all the Didis of the world who did the protection and the Raksha. Result, a cute looking video that went on to be Switching Avio's most iconic creative communication. But hey, don't take my word for it. I'm linking the video in the description. Go watch it and decide it for yourself. So to sum up, clues to a great idea: brand connect plus emotional drive equals good idea. Good idea plus unique element equals great idea. Awesome. Now that you know the formula, go and create a great idea. But before you do that, please share this video with everyone. We made this free so that it reaches as many people as possible. In the next episode, we will discuss how to turn this idea into a great story. But more on that later. For now, aloha.